What's happening, everybody? Trey here, joined as always by my dad, Sean. And today, at Reactions to the Classics, we're going to be rocking and rolling with Sufjan Stevens' top 10 Christmas songs up in here. This comes courtesy of a list from our patron and longtime friend and supporter of the channel, Osmond. We actually reviewed Illinois for Osmond on the channel, track by track from Sufjan. So if you want to check that out, you can do that after this list, man. Wasn't aware that Sufjan had such a prolific amount of Christmas songs, man. And these are going to be his originals and not including, coverage of the classics.
Exactly. And if you like this video, hit the big thumbs up, hit the big red subscribe button below. If you'd like us to react to some, do a top 10 song reaction, any of that stuff, check out our Patreon link below. The patrons make this thing go. Before we get into this, Trey, I will mention that the songs will not be in here. If you just want to see our reactions to them, you can just watch this, but there'll be a link to a full video below with the music from another site that you can check out. As you said, I had no idea that Sufjan did his own Christmas music, but Osmond wrote us a little something. He said, for the month of December, I've chosen to make a top 10 list of original Sufjan Stevens Christmas songs. Stevens has released 2 box sets of 5 Christmas EPs each. Songs for Christmas and Silver and Gold. Both of them include a lot of renditions of Christmas carols and other cover songs, but I've focused on the songs he has written himself and made a top 10 list out of them. I thought this was fitting for the season.
Yeah, and Songs for Christmas, as you mentioned, is a box set of 5 separate EPs of Christmas-related songs recorded between 2001 and 2006. The EPs had been given as gifts to friends and family over the past 6 years, except for 2004, when he was too busy recording Illinois, which we mentioned earlier. Though the first 3 EPs have been available on Sufjan's related fan sites for several years, Songs for Christmas is the first official release of the EPs. Most of the tracks are versions of traditional Christmas songs.
Yeah, they're long for being EPs.
With the number of original compositions thrown in. He developed a reputation for being a devoted Christian, and many of the songs he chose for inclusion on Songs for Christmas are religious in nature, including his religious or original compositions.
Yes, and Stevens released a follow-up, Silver and Gold Songs for Christmas, volumes 6 through 10, in November 2012, which contains a further 58 original and traditional songs, and is a 5 EP box set of Christmas-related songs and carols by Stevens recorded between 2006 and 2012. And if you just break that down, that's 5 EPs, 58 songs. That is what, Trey? 11 plus songs an album. So that's not an EP. But anyway, so as we get into this, I will tell you which one of those 2 box sets they're from, and also which one, which volume EP it's on.
No, definitely, and normally we got a bunch of research kind of on the songs. Not so much to find on here.
There was nothing, guys. There was nothing on his original song, so we're just going to kind of give our reaction as it goes on.
Well, I guess all that to say, let's get into this list, man. We're going to start off with number 10, "Get Behind Me, Santa," which I find a very clever title. We're both Christians, so I think we'll be appreciating maybe some of the religious references he's throwing in here. Harkens back to when Jesus told Peter, "Get behind me, Satan," whenever they were talking in the Gospels, man. So that's kind of cool. And this is from Songs for Christmas,
Volume 5.
Let's get going into this. Thank you again, Osmond. And
thank you, Osmond.
Always, we'll have the lyrics pulled up, man. So let's get rocking with some Christmas cheer. All right, number 10 on the list, "Get Behind Me, Santa." Really cool track, just the way it was arranged, and also kind of the back and forth here that we had.
He's having a discussion with Santa. Sufjan is, so an interesting thing, man. He just, I think it's kind of speaking out against the commercialization of Christmas, which we all live out, right? It's went to be this thing that it never was 100 years ago. Christmas is a relatively new invention as far as the way we commercialize the crud out of it. So I thought it was a really good tune.
No, and just musically very kind of rich and upbeat, warm, I guess you could say too, with the horns coming in. Even had a little feedback like guitar towards the very end, and kind of cool. And the voices switch within verses as well. So when Santa or whoever really loves Christmas here is talking, it was more almost treated a little bit higher pitch, which I thought was cool. It again furthered the kind of dichotomy between these 2 thoughts on Christmas here. I like in verse 2, we're going to assume Santa saying, "Take it easy. What what you got to be so absurd. You make it sound like Christmas is a 4-letter word. I really enjoyed that. It's a fact of life whether you like it or not. So put your hands together and give it a shot. And then, kind of doing some throwbacks to the classics, no pun intended here.
Right.
And if you think you got something to improve, boy, Santa Claus is coming to town. You get that thrown in there. Sufjan's like, well, dude, you come in. I'm not ready for the carols or the candy canes, bro. You break into people's garages, this or that. And then Santa's like, you got it wrong, because I'm just another regular guy with superpowers and a penchant for the Yuletide, man. So then we get the little Christmas thing. Like little chant and whatnot.
Yep.
So that was kind of tight, man. Cool way to start this off. Getting me in the Christmas mood. And now we're gonna go to Christmas in the Room for number 9.
Yeah, from Silver and Gold, Christmas Infinity Voyage, Songs for Christmas, Volume 8 from 2000.
Well, and I know earlier, Dad, you were mentioning the cover. Yeah, on here when we're looking at the lyrics, it was like the lion and the lamb, man.
And the lamb.
Cool. Christmas in the Room coming up, man. What you think of this?
That one was tight, man. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought the lyricism was fantastic. He sounded great, much more stripped back instrumentally than the last one, which I think it needed to be. But, the message of it, it starts out right away. No travel plans, no shopping malls, no candy canes, no Santa Claus. So just in those 2 lines, he kind of rips apart everything in this Christmas tradition.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, like, dude, this is perfect for 2020 quarantine COVID type of thing.
It is, and he says, for a day of rest draws near, it's just the 2 of us this year. No silver bells or mistletoe. We'll kiss and watch our TV show. I'll come to you. I'll sing to you like it's Christmas in the room. I'll dance with you. I'll laugh with you till it's Christmas in the room. And then goes on to like the other stuff that you deal with on Christmas.
No, definitely. And it had a bit of, I know Sufjan, even just this year, he releases music in the kind of electronic music influenced. And this kind of had that in there.
It did. It wasn't full on, but it was there for sure.
That with the guitar that was kind of panning from ear to ear here was a pretty tight, and again, just gave it enough of a beat and an energy here. But yeah, I really enjoyed the message of this as well. It kind of just, just the message. I'll come to you, I'll sing to you like it's Christmas in the room. I'll dance with you, I'll laugh with you till it's Christmas in the room. Like, almost like, I'm just interpreting this, we got the spirit of Christmas inside us, so we can bring it.
Well, and he talks about that in a minute further on in the lyrics,
No, that's right.
No gifts to give, they're all right here inside our hearts, the glorious cheer. And then the house we seek a light that comes from what we know inside. So obviously talking all about Christ. So if you're not a Christian, that's what he's talking about. He is a Christian. So.
No, man, I thought that was cool. But and just kind of noting that you don't need all the fancy type of stuff, this or that. If you're surrounded by those you love and this or that, you can have that glorious cheer.
And hopefully COVID's taught a lot of people that. Right now, just during Christmas time, hopefully we can at least take that perspective out of nothing is promised, man.
No, definitely, man. So really enjoyed that one, and now we're going to go to Put the Lights on the Tree. Only 1:48, so pretty short. Obviously, this is from the Songs for Christmas Volume 2 from 2002. So cool stuff. Let's see what Sufjan's got for us here. Short, sweet, to the point, man. But I like this one. Again, another different arrangement.
I was going to say, definitely different arrangement.
With the really just a call and response type of deal with the female backing vocals, man. So that was sweet. And again, kind of reminded me of Get Behind Me, Santa. It had that more just upbeat type of nature to it musically that really kind of gets you in that Christmas mood, man.
We can sum it all up. Put the lights on the tree, the ribbon on the wreath, grandma on the phone. If she's living all alone, tell her Jesus Christ is here. Tell her she has none to fear. If she's crying on the phone, tell her you're coming home. Boom. That's it.
No, man.
That's the message with the call and response in there, as you mentioned, but that's it.
Really just don't forget those that are alone on Christmas, especially if it's grandma, man. You gotta reach out.
It's always a difficult time for a lot of people when you put COVID and quarantine and that stuff on top of it, and it just doubles it. So good choice.
No, man, for sure. And now we're going to go to The Midnight Clear, another song that clocks in just under 3 minutes here, going back to Silver and Gold, but we're going to 2006 here.
Volume 6.
So cool stuff. Let's get it. Again, had that different type of Stephen or Sufjan Stevens is really just a tremendous arranger.
He is, considering he does everything himself, basically. So that's
yeah.
These are 4 different songs. These songs sound way different, man.
And,
all of them. Each one sounds different.
On top of writing them, on top of doing the vocals, and putting just a very talented dude.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm kind of struggling to know the meaning of this one. Usually I can pick it up, but it starts off. It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious sign of old. Enraptured, secret sign of fear in brave disguises. And then he mentions the old shoes and 30 feet, the prophet side of prophecy. I resigned to petty things like angels bending on their knees.
I just couldn't get it either, man.
And then, I was trying to think, is it religious, this or that? But I don't think so, because the chorus says, like, do you delight in me?
I laughed about it.
And then come to me now and bring.
That rapturous moment.
I wasn't changed one bit.
Though you may doubt it. That's the one that really confused me. I was like, well, then I guess this isn't.
And I don't suppose you care
to ask about it.
So maybe a relationship that's
what I was thinking. That's what I eventually came to. Yeah.
And maybe, trying to get that they're in the dead of winter here, kind of. It almost forces you to deal with some stuff. You're home together.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm probably way off on this.
You might be, but I'll back you up on that, because that it's a little confusing. So good song though.
Yeah, I enjoyed the track musically for sure. I'm sure some of the big Sufjan fans can kind of cue us in, man.
I'm just laughing at the title of the next song.
Oh yeah, dude, we're already at number 6 here, and I'll let you take the title.
Come on, let's boogie to the elf dance from Songs for Christmas. Ding dong, Songs for Christmas. Volume 3 from 2003. So, all right, man, let's check this thing out.
And just a little preview. Number 5 is from this same exact record. So,
right on.
Be thinking of what that'll be. Wow, man, come on. Let's boogie to the elf dance, coming in at number 6 here. So, in the first half of our list, man, this was I think this was definitely my favorite up to this point, man. I don't know if Sufjan is a fan of Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, but
good
I feel, dude, the production on this, on top of the awesome lyrics, just for me as a Christian, man, it was just a beautiful package of music here, for sure, dude. I was just very, very impressed too with the vocal layering.
Man, the vocal layering was unbelievable. I see that on lead vocals, he was on there with Dennis and Whitmer. It sounded like they were going at the same time in the first verse.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they were after that, or he double tracked his vocals or what, and then he had 2 different people on backing vocals. Yeah, it was just crazy impressive.
And like in that third verse, it was like his voice was almost getting just like drowned out by the music, and other voices coming in.
It was a strange. I don't know if I liked that part or not. I but I love the rest of the song, and I may like that part. That was the only part where I was like, I don't know.
It's a little different. No, I can see that. I personally liked it a lot. It definitely was just kind of screaming to me, kind of that Pet Sounds era.
But it was. That's
a
great observation.
The production was just so kind of lush in there. You even and it was kind of funny. The chorus, Santa Claus is coming, hear the banjo strumming. There was just a very slight banjo in this left ear.
Just a little bit.
And just the structure of the song, just kind of with the rhyming, just very short lines coming in there, just kind of getting you in that Christmas cheer. Shout out to Kmart as well, getting that.
Shout out to Kmart. It's closed, man. So
And so that was cool. And then that third verse, he brings home the religious component of Jesus, and being going through the story of the nativity, being in the hay, and then Sufjan gets personal, declaring his love for the Lord, and man, I thought that was really cool, man.
That was great, man. That is a great song, man. It's a great song whether you like Christmas songs, whether you're a Christian or not. This is just a great song. So
this
highly recommend.
This is one where you could vibe to it outside of December, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I just it's funny because I got to make sure I designate. I've been designating my favorites. I mean, surely I'll remember this, but you listen to them all in a row.
Yeah.
I think it's, come on, let's boogie to the elf dance. It's not exactly what, you expect, which I didn't figure it was with him, but...
well, we're going to stay on that exact same...
album and same kind of title, Trey. It's probably not what we think.
This was the worst Christmas ever.
That was the worst Christmas ever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the...
Either way, that from the same album from 2003, so... Let's see if he does the same kind of production technique here.
That was the worst Christmas ever. We go from a song that's very a bit jolly and joyous, and come on, let's boogie to the elf dance, and then we go to something that is, sadly a reality for a lot of people, man. Sometimes the Christmas time where it's all joyful, not everybody has these warm homes and gifts and all that, and I like the fact that Sufjan, tackled that and recognized that, man.
Yeah, like the second verse, our father yells, throwing gifts in the wood stove. My sister runs away, taking her books to the schoolyard. And then he does a nice little wordplay. In time, the snow will rise. In time, the snow will rise. In time, the Lord will rise. The Lord will rise. Silent night. So, basically telling you that this situation, although it's difficult, is temporary.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait it out. And, I lived in a home when I grew up where we did definitely have gifts, but we didn't have Christmas cheer.
No.
And it wasn't the greatest place to be. As I know many people who are watching this grew up in the same reality, so there wasn't any. Well, I love the idea of Christmas and the trees and the Christmas specials and all of that stuff. Not exactly fantastic memories either. So it's an interesting song to kind of go through.
No, man, and dude, I just appreciate the variety we've had on this list so far. Very powerful song, and I thought the backing vocals by Sharon Nova were really gorgeous
Very
as well,
nice.
and kind of punctuated the track, especially in the whole Silent Night, Holy Night, and then he says Silent Night, nothing feels right. Man, powerful tune, and I like, Osman, that you put these back to back.
It's nice.
On
Yeah,
the list.
your list is fantastic.
But we're going to go now to we got two long songs, and the first one is up right now, coming in at number 4, 7-minute long too. We got Bar Carolla or Bar
Carolla. I don't know. I'll let you handle that one.
I was already thinking ahead. I was like, I know I'm going to butcher this.
I'll let Trey handle this. I'm going to sit over here in the background.
In parentheses, you must be a Christmas tree.
Right. I could have handled that one. From Silver and Gold, Glorious Songs for Christmas, Volume 6, 2006. So we'll skip ahead 3 years from that last one.
And this is one, this is around the same time Illinois came out. I could see this fitting on Illinois because though it, has some Christmas drops here and there, I think it almost just stands alone as kind of a song of love and also a heartbreak here as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't got a lot more to say. It's very, it's like the other songs. It's just intricately arranged, just fantastic musicianship, just everything put together so tightly in a good way, not in a manufactured studio way. All these songs are recorded, it says, at his house in Brooklyn and then also in Philly. So, this is not some sort of professionally manufactured
we're gonna
thing.
Spend tens of thousands in the studio. No, and it sounded like we even had like a harp in there or something in that first part, which was cool. He's going on just kind of in the first verses, setting up the scene here, mentioning some of his pitfalls. He left the door open, the dog went out. He mentions father, friend, will you punish me with a look of contempt, I can't recall. And then he then kind of meets somebody who he describes as a Christmas tree. You light up the room. Oh, you light up the room. And then they kiss. The mom looks away. But then we kind of get to what my favorite part of the song was, where he goes with the "Don't run away, my friend. You won't be back again. You said you needed me, but I know that you needed yourself to be cleaned of me." It starts off kind of very acoustic driven.
Yes.
Each time
builds.
he repeats that, it gets more and more grand until the end. He says, "You said you needed me, but I know," and then it tails off. So obviously his love interest in here was, you thought that love was happening, this or that. It goes away. And
it was not reciprocated, man.
No, and knowing Sufjan and his backstory, I wonder here, if you can read in if this was a male.
I know, I was wondering that too.
But I don't know.
Who knows?
In any case, I think you can interpret it either way and just kind of put it to your own situation as well. But very powerful tune.
Very powerful.
Lovely tune here. And now we're going to go to a short and sweet track, only at Christmas time, going back to Volume 2, man, Hark, Songs for Christmas. So number
2002, man. So let's see if it has a little feel of the songs from 03.
Only at Christmas time. Number 3 on the list here. Definitely kind of had that similar type of sound to like Put the Lights on the Tree, which came from this exact same record, which was over at number 8 here. Again, very beautiful melody. Got the bells ringing up in here, and just kind of a nice positive message coming in through here too.
Yeah, I agree with you. It starts out only to bring you peace, only at Christmas time, only the King of Kings. Only what once was mine. It takes the end of time. It takes a long, long time. Only one thought of mine. Only at Christmas time. He brings us peace. He brings us joy. So, I mean, I think it's a really good song.
No, man, I enjoy it, man. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. And,
it is, but a lot of lyricism even in a short song. Sufjan always gets the word out.
And, just kind of bringing forth, and I find it interesting, too, that only at Christmas time. I wonder if he was going with the deeper thing, like, we could always have this peace and joy and this or that, not only at Christmas time.
Yeah, true that. When we're forced to focus on something else. I thought the backings were beautiful, too, which are on a lot of these tracks.
Oh, yeah, just pointing to that awesome arrangement. And now we're going to go to Volume 8 here, from 2008 with strap in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to this one. We got The Child with the Star on His Head, number 2.
15 minutes long, so let's get it.
Looking forward to it. Let's go. The Child with the Star on His Head, coming in number 2 here. And it's really, it's obviously 15 and a half minutes long. The song with the lyrics, it clocks in
right
around 5.
Right at 5.
And, I kind of wish there was like a 5-minute version that I could save to my playlist, because,
Trey, you read my freaking mind. Go on with your thoughts and then I'll jump in.
The 10-minute instrumental section, dude, I can't deny it was really impressive production-wise.
No,
dude.
it is. It's impressive, but it has. I'm gonna interrupt you. It has no business here. I hated it, honestly, because I get it, I understand it, but it doesn't have anything to do with this song to me. I know some of you great fans are gonna tell me how it blends, and you're probably right, and I'm probably wrong. But yeah, if I could just have the 5-minute song, but I'm like, man alive. It's one of those that we mention every once in a while. We never usually call the song out on it when we're doing it. It's one of those songs where I'm like, oh gosh, there's still 6 minutes left. Okay.
No, man, it had that. The synthesizer, and I like when the guitars were in there.
No,
it
was impressive. I'm just like,
But it did go a little long for me, for
Take
sure.
a little off, and you're right. I see why Osmond has it. The song itself is nice.
Oh yeah, it starts off, talking about once in a while you may think you see better than the other, scrambling around in the dark with your drum. There's a time when young men must grow up and be brothers. Are you afraid of growing up too fast? So already kind of asking some philosophical, deep questions, and mention the child with the star on his head, which
Jesus.
Traditionally Jesus, and then you're talking about Mother Mary with the child on her breast. Blessed is she among women. We kind of get God's perspective as well in here in a couple of the verses, which I thought was cool too.
Yeah, and why crawl around in the snow when I'm right here waiting for you to expect something more? For I'm warm, I'm calling you close to my table, where I made us a feast. For the year of troubles, they have gone. That would be a nice message for right now.
That's right.
The winter brings a Christmas song.
No, man. Then talking about how, we put our trust in this or that, dictionaries,
all the wrong things,
calendars, television. But man, it kind of definitely had that electronic with the synth type of thing.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad we went through the lyrics again, Trey, because I barely even remember that.
No, I hear you, man. I'm with you, Ted. We chopped the 5 minutes.
Now, please understand, guys. I respect the song for what it is. The musicianship, it's quite impressive, production-wise, all of it. It's just, we always pride ourselves on being honest here.
Yeah,
that's honesty, man. So now let's move on to Sister Winter. It's about 5 minutes long. Number 1 from Songs for Christmas in 2006. So let's check it out.
Sister Winter coming in at number 1, and a great tune, man. I definitely enjoyed this one, especially the lyrical content and how that progressed.
Yeah, and I saw in the notes there that when he sang this song with Rufus Wainwright, he introduced it and said it was about seasonal affective disorder, the type of depression that strikes in the darker months because of the lack of natural light. It's made worse by personal issues, as referenced here by the memory of a lost love. So personalizes the song for sure.
No, definitely, and I like the fact that again, we talked about this earlier, but the fact he's recognizing, hey, even though it's a happy season,
Yes.
it might not be happy, and yeah, seasonal affective disorder, or properly named SAD as the acronym, in the counseling world, that is a big thing, because it's just naturally darker outside, this or that. It is kind of interesting how sunlight and just how that affects mood, so much when it's dark 14 hours a day or whatever. It definitely can get a little tough for people who struggle with this. And he goes through kind of the love and this and that. He says, your strange imagination, you threw it all away. He says to her, I gave you everything, and now my heart is returned to Sister Winter. Now my heart is as cold as ice. Very descriptive throughout here. He apologizes to his friends, for being through this.
Yes, because he's down,
and that's made better, I think, Dad, by the violin in the back.
It is, man. It lends to the atmosphere of what he's going through. But then, we go into verse 4, and my friends, I've returned to wish you all the best, and my friends, I've returned to wish you all the best.
A happy Christmas.
A happy Christmas. He just repeats
to wish you a happy Christmas, man.
So I liked it a lot. I like that one a lot.
Very, very triumphant to kind of end, and still kind of look for that optimism that the season can bring, while recognizing that, hey, it might not be jolly all the time, but very fun list to go through, man. Not have we didn't know any of these tracks, man. So Sufjan, an incredibly talented individual, and that'll take us now to our favorite tracks. Dad, you already have them up, so I'll let you.
You know me, I have them up. My honorable mentions: "Get Behind Me, Santa," song number 10. Like that one a lot. Barcola, I know I'm saying it wrong, but I almost didn't pick it but that's honorable mention. And only at Christmas time, song number 3, honorable mention. My faves, "Come On, Let's Boogie to the Elf Dance," number 6. That thing is fantastic. That was the worst Christmas ever, of course. And the last song we just listened to, Sister Winter.
Yeah, man, I'm going to go, my favorite was actually "Come On, Let's Boogie to the Elf Dance."
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go "Sister Winter" as another one of mine.
2 of our
and then I'm going to go Barcarola. You Must Be a Christmas Tree as my other favorite honorable mention to that was the worst Christmas ever. I enjoyed that quite a bit, man. So really, really fun list, man, and again showcases how talented of a arranger, singer, lyricist to come up with this many original tunes, and we've only scratched the surface.
Yeah,
man.
and I was going to say just a couple things on that. Shout out to Sufjan for even putting the time in to do this, right? Because it's not something that was ever really meant to be. As we mentioned in the beginning, it was just supposed to be for his friends. So just to put in the time to do that, and I'm going to go back and listen to some of these albums because I'm curious how he treated the classics.
Yeah, me too,
Did he play them straight up, or did he add some of his magic to it? So this is a tremendous list.
No, definitely, and want to shout out Osmond again.
Definitely.
Let us know your favorite Sufjan songs, Christmas songs, down below. And until next time, y'all, thanks for watching, happily listening, and we will see you.